Now, first you have to take your history textbook and underline the points. Delhi first became the capital of a kingdom under the Tomara Rajputs, who were defeated in the middle of the 12th century by the Chauhans of Ajmer. Underline that point first. Next point, it was under the Tomaras and Chauhans that Delhi became an important commercial center. Coins minted here called Delhi Wall. Underline the word Delhi Wall had a wide circulation. This is the table of the rulers of Delhi. You have to study this table full. Although inscriptions, coins and architecture provide a lot of information, especially valuable are histories, Tariq or Tawariq. Tariq is the singular and Tawariq is the plural, written in Persian, the language of administration under the Delhi Sultans. Underline the full sentence. Take the next page, first paragraph, underline the first sentence. The authors of Tawariq lived in cities, mainly in Delhi and hardly ever in villages. They often wrote their histories for sultans in the hope of rich rewards. These authors advised rulers on the need to preserve an ideal social order based on birthright and gender distinctions. Underline this much sentence. Next paragraph. In 1236, Sultan Iltutmish, Dr. Razia became Sultan. The Chronicle of the Age, Minhaj-i-Siraj, recognized that she was more able and qualified than all her brothers. Underline this much point first. Next point, the last sentence of this paragraph, she was removed from the throne in 1240. Now we can study. As we know, in the 12th century, under the Tomaras and Chauhans, Delhi became an important commercial center. There are 5 important dynasties. Before that, there is one dynasty. It is called Rajput dynasties. In that dynasty, there is the Tomaras and Chauhans. In Tomaras, one ruler is there. He is called Anangapala, and Chauhans, one ruler is there. He is called Prithviraj Chauhan. You have to study these all names. Now, we can study the 5 important dynasties. These dynasties are ruled by Muslims. That is why we called Sultans, the rulers of Delhi. There are 5 important dynasties. The first dynasty is Slave dynasty. Second, Khalji. We pronounce Khalji. So the second dynasty is Khalji dynasty. And the third dynasty is Tughlaq dynasty. Fourth, Said dynasty. And the last is Lodi dynasty. Now we can study the rulers in these dynasties. We already studied the Rajput dynasties and Tomaras and Chauhans and their rulers. So now we are going to study the slave dynasty. In slave dynasty there are 4 rulers. The first ruler is Qutbuddin Aibak. Second, Shamsuddin Iltutmish. Third, Razia Sultana. Fourth and the last, Qiyasuddin Balban. Razia Sultana is the daughter of Shamsuddin Iltutmish. Now we can revise what we study about the first topic we studied. The topic is the Delhi. So Delhi became an important city in 12th century. Delhi first became the capital of the kingdom Tomara Rajputs. Chauhans of Ajmer defeated Tomara Rajputs in the middle of the 12th century. Under the Tomaras and Chauhans, Delhi became an important commercial center. Many rich Jaina merchants lived in the city and constructed several temples. Coins minted here, called Delhi Wall, had wide circulation.